Exclusive from lagostrend.com.
The reason is this. Election is from the heart. Are you getting me? Election is from the heart. So we will still need me. It's not, so you are still going to give me the one that I will be bearing about. So our youth will need cars. They will need vests. We will need hand flyers because we are planning before you come that we want to go for a movement, a rally, just to move around this your world self. So, and even if we are releasing our time to go, leaving our job to go, leaving every other things to go, you need to support us. We are talking of if some people way down, we need to give them money, water, give them glucose, give us all these things. So please and please, you need to see our chairman or the ESCO in both so that we will discuss on what to do. So you are welcome. I'm seeing you on that seat. And I'm also saying you are likely to be the speaker. It's possible. As I'm saying it, every stamp it.
And let me just say a little to that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I went to Lagos State University on job accounting last week, and I was a unionist on campus. I was the task force chairman of my set. My friend was the speaker of Lagos State University, and since then, I've been having the mind of service to humanity. I did my NYSC in Kishi, Oyo State. And at the end of the day, I was able to do a community project for that school. They don't have toilets. And I thought to myself, what can I do? And I did that project. As at that time, 2012, of a project of about 500,000 as an NYC student. I sourced for the money. You understand? And I was able to get a state award at the end of the day. So what am I saying is that I have the passion to serve humanity. Presently, there's an alumni association in Government College Ketu where we supply, things. So, and personally, I am one of those that used to, in fact, I'm the financial secretary. And I'm one of those that used to supply that project to the school because mo dàbí ọmọ ilé èmi àti mo bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ Ògúnfúyè ní tẹ́bù Oyèṣọ́lá Ògúnfúyè, you know him, he's my mate. Oyèṣọ́lá is in APC now, you understand, somehow, but that's his own line. So when it comes to having the mind to serve my environment, so I told myself that if I can do all those things while in school, while in my NYSC, why not me doing it in my constituency? So I have the mind, it is inbuilt. And my candidacy is as a matter of necessity, in the sense that if I spoke with Mr. Wasiu recently, so he told me that at the time they wanted him to also collect the form. I was like, why didn't you have collected? I got to know of the form about 2 weeks ago. Yes, just last week, Thursday. Yes, Thursday. And actually, it is born out of this person. This is the genesis of my candidacy. I belong to a movement, Peter Obi movement. So it was later on we got to know of the officials in Labour Party. We are trying to get the officials. You know what's happening in our party presently. So we got to know that now they are stable. So this is the person. And for the fact that we need to have representation in Labour Party, so as to fine, I have the mind that I can win the election. If this person, about 3 days to the PDP primary, came to Labour Party, and now everywhere is singing his praise. If you go to Port Harcourt, go to Edo, go to Katsina, go to Nasarawa, you know what is happening. So if that person that they are saying have no structure is having, we are the structure, is not having the structure, definitely everything is possible.
Yes.
So my candidacy is brought out of necessity that someone must represent. You know, when I saw that, they sent that to me about 6 slots, that this place is still vacant. You understand? That was on the day to close. The form will close. In fact, luckily for me, when I resumed work that day, my boss, who happens to be a supporter of POL, Peter Obi movement, also said, you know, about me going to him that, sir, I want to go to Labour Party office. Because I went there on Tuesday, and they didn't tell us those slots were still there. I asked the state secretary. He said they have done it for the governor, that GRV is our governor, and for the state House of Assembly, they have finalized everything. So that was the information I had last week, Tuesday. I mean, is it last week? It's last week. So, but on Wednesday, someone gave me the information that those slots are still available. That was why I collected the form. That Labour Party must have a representation for Lagos State House of Assembly. Because everyone has planned it. So, and I believe I have the capacity. It's not, since my university days, I was the end of my class in Lagos University, Faculty of Management Sciences, accounting. And I knew what I did for my students. In fact, my class had, apart from medicine, we had the best students. That was when someone came, Hussein, you know, university scholars. It's about having a plan on what you want to do for your people. And I carried them along. I made sure that we had the best set of students in the whole of Lagos University, apart from medicine. And medicine, you know, that time. So later on, I contested as the faculty president, FMS. You know, then we used to call it faculty of, they call it in quotes, faculty of manpower superiority. You know, there was a bad name they used to call it then, but they call it faculty of manslaughter. Yes, but when we got there, we call it faculty of manpower superiority, because FMS used to be where so many people are. I contested as the faculty president. Unfortunately, there was a close margin. You understand? So, but later on, I became the task force chairman of Lagos State University Student Union, where I was sanitizing the whole university. So I have the capacity, I have the ability.
All right.
During my NYC, I was the project manager.
You said it, sir.
And I've been doing it. So for my people in Ekwe Constituency 2, you know, when you have the passion, like Peter Obi today, he's not the most eloquent person when it comes to speaking. But because he has done it before, they've seen it in Anambra, you know, it's about talk and do. Politicians have a way of bamboozling people. I will do this, I will do that. Recently, I saw the manifesto of, what's it called? The Agbado man. I saw his manifesto of what he wants to do. He's still saying he will be giving free food to those in school. That was what they told us in 2015. You understand? He's still saying he's going to make Naira, I think about 260 or something.
No, that's Naira. The dollar does not cover it. It's not important. What he needs is for Naira.
You understand? He's still giving those flimsy promises, which he cannot do. But I am a person of talk and do. For those that know me, if you know Feishola, ask him. We were both in project committee of Government College K2. But let me not talk about that. But I used to be the one that come and deliver the project. You understand? In Government College K2, if you know Mr. Pasheda, ask him about me. Pasheda will tell you more about me. So, for my people, you know, when I left this place, that was in 2004, that I was trying to process my admission. Efe does not have light for almost 2 years. For almost 2 years. Right? More than that, if I may say. I was like, what's happening in this place? So I'm always unhappy. Even in our group presently, Government College K2, I used to be the one that used to disturb that spec, but mostly all of them are APC. I'm like, me, my vote is not for APC. But these people are suffering. So, transport system, education system, and you know, as honorable, it is for you to go and fight for your people.
Yes.
It is for you to be in that law-making process to fight for your people. I will do that for you. Just trust me. And once I'm coming next time, we'll put out the manifesto in black and white.
And we come up with our first and last.
There's no problem.
Thank you very much. I'm saying that, like I said, there is always a necessity that someone needs to fill up. And thank God, like I have said, God is making ways for everybody that is interested. But I want us to be realistic about everything we are doing, so that when we are getting results, we are getting real results. It's not a news to us that Egbe is an APC town or local government per se. And in politics, you see who pays the piper, pays the tool. We may not give money, like we said, but we should have people that when they come out to talk, others listen to them. It's very, very important in politics. And now, as far as I know, or the little I know in politics, you are the #1 Labour Party in Egbe, for the fact that you're contesting for a position. And wherever you go, you follow. I want to put it to you now that you are the eye we used to see Labour Party outside Egbe here. Whatever that is happening in Labour Party nationwide, you should be the person that is going to bring back the information to us. Whatever that is happening in Labour Party in Lagos State, statewide, we're going to be the person that is going to bring it to us through chairman, the through one chairman and one executive. What am I trying to say? There is a very big tax for you. It may not require money. It may require money too, because the little I know, politics is not without money. We may not give people money to vote us, but we may need to do certain things that need to be done, and they cannot be done without money. So, while you are trying to put up your manifesto, try to get back down to the root. Thank God you're from Egbe here. You're not a stranger. You know the people that matter. You know the people that can talk, and the others will listen. You need to start getting close to them. They may be difficult for you to convince now because they're already APC members. But what I am seeing, in as much as I'm not a Yoruba man, that a lot of people are afraid of coming out to declare their intentions simply because majority are APC. The people we are seeing, we are assuming to be APC, are no longer APC.
Yes.
It's just to encourage them to come out and stand their feet that I am tired of this. I don't want it again. Nobody is going to kill you. And this is the little work we need to do. Starting you leading us, we need to do this. So that, like I think in our last meeting or previous meeting, somebody said that he has confronted many of them. A lot of them are threatened with sack in their various offices. A lot of them are threatened with one more punishment or the other, simply because the people who believe they are APC today are threatened by the Obi movement and other things, and they are afraid that the strategy they are now using is to force the people, force loyalty from people. And if we don't get to those people personally, they may not have the courage to
give us
declare their intentions. Many people here that are sounding APC are no longer APC, and we need to encourage them to come out openly and declare their intentions. It's a free world. Belonging to a party is a legitimate right. Denouncing any party is a legitimate right. Nobody like that saying, be bored. Anybody that is telling you that you cannot advertise for any other party is not a businessman. When you give him offer, he will advertise. I was privileged to know when third mainland bid was mainly for PDP. You don't do anything there unless you're PDP. Advert on those posts. But fortunately, when the power changes, now what you're seeing there is APC. Because those people, the contractors who own that advertising right need their money. So we will come to all those ones. Gradually, we need to move inside. Like I said, you are now our father, and you have to play that fatherly role. Where our eyes cannot get to as local government representative of people, you have to move further from than us and bring back the information to us. And I assure you, to the best of my own knowledge and information, many people are here looking for who is going to lead them to Labour Party. And we have taken that lead. We are going to assist us to equally lead others. But there are still more to reach out to. Thank you very much, and God will be your strength. Amen.
Labour Party, Labour Party, or whatever. About 1 year younger, you find it seems like everybody find evidence. Even when our Shema talk about your matter, that was 3 months ago. We were meeting. So our academic community. And today we not see your face. If you are coming. We want to happily to see your face. And why your area you come from? That is my own judiciary. Yeah, this is the go to. You go that where you come from. That show you that you go do. We are able to think since. And luckily you are from that area. Everyone knows yeah, that place no fear anymore. And in fact, your face looks familiar to me. You see, right? I wish one or two of brothers there. You have brothers there.
Of course, man.
Thank you. I want to mention them. That's why I want to mention them. Because ever since every your own way since you like your way since for the one. I don't know you. You're a nice guy. Never do anything bad. You your brothers they never do anything bad. They're okay. They're all nice. Are you again present again as they ask for presenting again? In fact, full support don't give you. And again, I will lead us now. Our road now. Because anybody want to get tonight from you. For maybe our eye create like our own brother. Maybe our eye now. I don't mind for this expense. I don't want to. If you need any assistance, anything from you, therefore, our honorable, who hold our hands, never look us as one thing, but look us as your own people. Have the confidence to say yes. Obi, this Obi is your head, because Obi is the head, and you are the team. Because the head walk well, the left walk well. Without the head, the left cannot walk. And for years now, you are our head. You are your tape for years. Remember, our head, how you be known now. Presently, our honorable, please, we still beg you. We still beg you again. As you come to us like this, tomorrow, God will say, won't change your mind for us, cool down. Because no verse, if I say wrong, no verse. Because I don't want, I know where you come from, I know where you come from, I know it's tough rich. Glory Odo, the man that contested Shema before, more than 3 times, never enter. That is Golu man. You know very well now. When you put them more than 3 times, never enter to now. When you contest with Bibo, Shebu 3. Before this other man now, when they put this man come and so, Shema and so, and them come and so. That man, one tough man too, strong APC. And you from that place now, if he shake you, where you say, I don't fit do again, and now what point for you? If you go change your mind, think go do us for man, will be ashamed to us. Because everything that you will put effort. I will beg you, never change your mind. And I come and tell you, say yes, anything information they give us, and they give carry us and not fully, it means a lot of support. Even your own, this now, we need that, even your own your banner, even your bishop, we need them out. Let me say, go come. Because we don't go this thing, they don't know our house, anybody know you for now. But we just don't come out, do the chat, our person be this, and it might be this, and it might be this. From that place, more people come to us again. I will tell you, honorable, but try and go those things. Labour Party. Oh, thank you. Yes. I believe so. Very sure you shine.
Labour Party.
Forever.
Forever. On behalf of the executives of this honorable house, we want to really appreciate you for coming to today's meeting. Indeed, everybody has spoken very well. My kind advice is kindly assist us in our quest to the progress of this house. Just like our honorable woman leader said, we are making plans for rally
we will need your presence, not just your support. We also need your presence. Because people, sorry, I need to use this. People say that there is a hedge that is seen before making a cap. So I'm sure if while we are having our rally or our program and you are in the front in the process, some people will see it and say, yes, there is somebody behind them. There is somebody leading them. So I humbly request your presence on the day we are going to have that program. And also try as much as possible to always create time for us in this Labour Party. Great time to attend our programs, our meetings. We need your advice. We need your support also. We we just created a committee to plan for the progress of that rally. Even though we're also making plans to rehearse with the state on the program rally that is coming up on the 1st of October. We are working on it to see how we can, make progress with them. So we implore your support to assist us, get more information, get more whatever it requires to ensure that this group here, Labour Party in Ekpe, progresses to the highest level. We need you, we need your time, we need your talent, we need your treasure. I think this is the same thing that is demanded of every other person present here. Time, treasure, and talent. So with that, we will move. So I pray that the sky will not be our limit, but will be our starting point. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you. I think every one of us has spoke at length. We really appreciate you, Honorable. You are welcome once again. I don't want you to feel as if my people are not charging you. No, they are not charging you. What they are just trying to say is to be with us. We know your emergence as our candidate. It's not as if something that you planned for. Before now, though your coming is just like assisting us. Because it's not easy to contest. To come out that I want to contest in any party is not something that's easy. So I really appreciate your post. You are welcome. You are not forced to do anything. But what we really need from you is your support with us. I mean morally, not even financially, but morally, just to be with us, because we know what is going on in the country now. The country is not encouraging at the moment, as in financially. All we need most is support to be with us. I mean, whatever we plan, just be among us. To let most of your stay now be, especially on weekends. But there are some things that might need to attend to. You understand? We can do it together. That is what I think we can say to this now. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. Sorry, let's speaking. I need to. I'm an humble boy. Seriously, very, very humble. I need to appreciate the chairman of this house, of this Labour Party. We spoke, I think, on 2 days ago. And one thing about me, I'm a questionnaire. In fact, when I speak with somebody, I try to ask some questions that will take us to the genesis. And we spoke to the length that he was even the alumni of Lagos State University. He was my senior, so to speak. I think he finished about 7 years before me.
I think yours is
2011. So he's a great man. I might have seen the face here before. You know, I've tried to ask one of my brother that, do you know this person? He said yes. He's my boss. I won't take that from him. And that was why I said, when the form was there, why did you collect this? Because you are the one representing. You understand? But you know, there are a lot of things people consider. And I was at the Labour Party state office on Friday, and I asked the secretary of my candidacy. Unfortunately, he said the thing didn't go through. Am I communicating? That I didn't fly. And I said, well, if it doesn't fly, to me it doesn't change anything. It will not change my commitment. But he said he's hearing rumor that probably they will still give window for the submission of the stuff. And I had to call somebody I know in INEC from Abuja. So that person said that they might not likely give window. And I said, I want to know, because they submitted some names earlier. I want to know the name of the person that's representing our constituency. That person needs to work with us. You understand? So, what am I saying now is that irrespective of the candidacy, whether I am the one or I am not the one or any other person, I am ready to work. So far it is for the betterment of the party and the constituency. So I don't want to be seen as somebody, like as everyone, we are meant for the top. But seriously speaking, I must appreciate the effort of the chairman. For somebody to come and say, okay, you want to, it's like you are building. Because APC is there already. PDP too, PDP is trying to struggle. But for you to say, okay, I can lead this team, and you take it up, it's a big challenge. So, my nickname is Synergy. If you go to LASU, say Synergy 2 + 2 = 5. That's my nickname, my political name. And I believe in working together. That it is only when we work together that we can achieve more than what we even expect. So we are here to work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Speaking, I'm an humble boy. Seriously. Very, very humble. I need to appreciate the chairman of this house, of this Labour Party. We spoke, I think, on 2 days ago. And one thing about me, I'm a questionnaire. In fact, when I speak with somebody, I try to ask some questions that will take us to the genesis. And we spoke to the length that he was even the alumni of Lagos State University. He was my senior, so to speak. I think he finished about 7 years before me.
I think yours is 2011.
So he's a great man. I might have seen the face here before. I've tried to ask one of my brother that, do you know this person? He said yes. He's my boss. I won't take that from him. And that was why I said, when the form was there, why did you collect this? Because you are the one representing. You understand? But there are a lot of things people consider. And I was at the Labour Party state office on Friday, and I asked the secretary of my candidacy. Unfortunately, he said the thing didn't go through. Am I communicating? That I didn't fly. And I said, well, if it doesn't fly, to me it doesn't change anything. It will not change my commitment. But he said he's hearing rumor that probably they will still give window for the submission of the stuff. And I had to call somebody I know in INEC from Abuja. So that person said that they might not likely give window. And I said, I want to know, because they submitted some names earlier. I want to know the name of the person that's representing our constituency. That person needs to work with us. You understand? So, What am I saying now is that irrespective of the candidacy, whether I am the one or I am not the one or any other person, I am ready to work. So far it is for the betterment of the party and the constituency. So I don't want to be seen as somebody, like as everyone, we are meant for the top. But seriously speaking, I must appreciate the effort of the chairman. For somebody to come and say, okay, you want to, it's like you are building, because APC is there already. PDP too, PDP is trying to struggle. But for you to say, okay, I can lead this team, and you take it up, it's a big challenge. So my nickname is Synergy. If you go to LASU, say Synergy 2 + 2 = 5. That's my nickname, my political name. And I believe in working together. That it is only when we work together that we can achieve more than what we even expect. So we are here to work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yes, let me just briefly welcome our honorable. In short, I'm more than delighted to have you in our midst. All this while, it was like we are moving without a shepherd. But to the glory of God, today we have somebody that is in the forefront. And for that alone, I think we are making a great progress. Yes. For the fact that you're here with us, we are not talking about somebody, yes, you may be staying in Ugudu, but you're not from Ugudu constituency. So this is where you were, your umbilical cord is laid. So for that reason, like every other person has said, please don't be too far from us. Don't be too far from us. As we are building this thing, we want your face. Yes, our master will be there, but behind that face, we need to see your face there. So as we move on, the handbills or whatever we want to plan around, once it's certified that this is our candidate, we need to start having your face in all these things, so that as we move, we'll sell it to wherever we are going to. Some of us have already brought out our time and everything to ensure that this thing succeeds, because we know what we have undergone in the years past. And for us, we don't need to continue in that terrain. So, since you are ready to take up that baton, my brother, don't be discouraged. We are here for you. Send us on any errand, send us on any mission, but just ensure that you're behind us when the need arises. Labour Party,
forward ever. Thank you, Barrister. I think we need to round up now.
Yes, let me just briefly welcome our honorable. In short, I'm more than delighted to have you in our midst. All this while, it was like we are moving without a shepherd. But to the glory of God, today we have somebody that is in the forefront. And for that alone, I think we are making a great progress. Yes. For the fact that you're here with us, we are not talking about somebody, yes, you may be staying in Ugudu, but you're not from Ugudu constituency. So this is where you were, your umbilical cord is laid. So for that reason, like every other person has said, please don't be too far from us. Don't be too far from us. As we are building this thing, we want your face. Yes, our master will be there, but behind that face, we need to see your face there. So as we move on, the handbills or whatever we want to plan around, once it's certified that this is our candidate, we need to start having your face in all these things, so that as we move, we'll sell it to wherever we are going to. Some of us have already brought out our time and everything to ensure that this thing succeeds, because we know what we have undergone in the years past. And for us, we don't need to continue in that terrain. So, since you are ready to take up that baton, my brother, don't be discouraged. We are here for you. Send us on any errand, send us on any mission, but just ensure that you're behind us when the need arises. Labour Party,
Forward ever. Thank you, Barrister. I think we need to round up now.